I'm Camila, I make travel and geography related videos, and today we are zooming in on Vietnam. Let's zoom in. The name Vietnam can be traced back to the 2nd century. Viet is a people group and Nam means south, so Vietnam means people living in the south, so southern China. This is funny, in the last episode I just learned that Yemen probably means south as well. Vietnam lies in Southeast Asia and is the easternmost country on the Indochina Peninsula. Indochina consists of Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Myanmar, Thailand and peninsular Malaysia. It is the 15th most populous country in the world and is the 65th largest country, making it slightly bigger than Malaysia. The capital city is Hanoi, but the largest city is Ho Chi Minh City. Other big cities are Da Nang and Hue. Hue? Hue. Vietnam borders 3 countries, China, Laos and Cambodia. And now for the extreme points. The easternmost point is here, the southernmost point would be right there. This is the westernmost point and this is the northernmost point. I measured the area of this rectangle and I take Vietnam's area and we can see that Vietnam covers about 24% of this rectangle. It could be a measure of how regular the shape of the country is. Yemen with its 67% had a much more regular shape. Now we'll zoom in on the capital Hanoi. I expect to see many people since Vietnam is a pretty densely populated country. So this is the capital. You can see the Red River streaming past the city. And there's a lake, Ho Tai. Let's just dive into the city. I do not know where we'll end up. Let's just try here. Looks like a shopping street. I see, wow, so many motorbikes. Con Café, does it mean a cafe? I really don't know. Apax English. We speak English. Maybe. I don't know. I just see a lot of motorbikes. Lakes and rivers. The largest lake in Vietnam is Ba Bay Lake. Bay means lake. 3 rivers stream into the lake. Nang, Ta Han, and Nam Trung. Tak Ba Lake is Vietnam's largest artificial lake, but what I like about this lake is the scenery. Just look at it. I have never seen a landscape like this before. There are more than 1,300 islands in this lake. According to the Water Project, Vietnam has more than 2,360 lakes. So I thought I should mention them all. No. Major rivers include the Mekong River that streams into Vietnam from Cambodia and forms the delta in southern Vietnam, splitting into side branches that stream out into the South China Sea. Just look at this landscape. It is so lay-lowing, so much water. It looks like this landscape in the Netherlands. We also have the Red River and its delta, where the capital city of Hanoi is located. The Red River has its origins near the city of Kunming, China, and forms this huge delta in the northeastern part of the country. Look, the map shows the sediments that stream into the sea after being dragged through the land. Then you know it's a large river. Now to the tallest points. Vietnam has many low-lying areas due to the river deltas and proximity to the sea. But Vietnam does have various mountain ranges. The tallest point is Phan Xipang at 3,147 meters or 10,326 feet. And is the tallest mountain of all of the Indochina Peninsula. It is therefore nicknamed Roof of Indochina. Let's do a random street view. Now I feel like we talked about the northern part and the southern part. Let's just go in the middle of this country and see what happens there. Okay, so we're here. It looks really dry. It looks like a river has been here or something. It looks like water has been here. Okay, yeah, so we have some water here. Many pebbles. Green and lush mountains though. This is Vietnam. Opposite side time. So I'm just gonna pick my ruler, put it into the capital city, Hanoi, and just go the furthest away we can get. And we end up here. We're not in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, guys. We're just a little bit into the Pacific Ocean. And I guess the closest country to this point is Chile. Time for some travel suggestions. The Ha Long Bay is super famous and gets lots of tourists. But there is a place with the same gorgeous geographical features, the Bai Tu Long. It's located a little further away from the heartland, a bit closer to China, and sees less tourists. You can see the bay by visiting the town of Campa and take a walk up these roads to get a view. But to fully be surrounded by these limestone mountains, a boat ride is suited. Now there are various luxury cruises that you can book, which I am sure is a great way to see this fantastic landscape. Also could be really relaxing and romantic. But anyway, it's much more eco-friendly to just rent a couple of kayaks. It puts much less pressure on the global and local environment. I bet it also gives a more raw and real experience. If you know me a little bit, you know that I love dry landscapes, and I managed to find something that looks like a desert in Vietnam. The sand dunes of Mui Ne were shaped by the fine sediments that lie in the sea, being transported to land by waves, and the wind then shapes the dunes. You can hire a quad for $20 according to the culture trip, and you can rent sandboards. I also want to give a travel suggestion where you get to see some mountains. The province Hagyeong lies in the northern part, just 20 kilometers away from the border to China. There are green hills, terrace fields, and caves. You can stay in the city of Hagyeong and go on day trips renting a motorcycle and drive on these roads and visit small villages that don't see many tourists. Those were some geographical facts on Vietnam. Next out is Venezuela. And we're zooming out. Thank you for watching, guys.